Hello, my name is Dr. Dan Wedding, and this is DrWedding RC03, solving Layer 3 of the Rubik's Cube. Layer 3 is easy to solve. It just requires you to remember 4 steps. Each step has a pattern that you will repeat until you finish that step. The patterns may look intimidating now, but when you see them, they will be easy to remember. The key points are: Step 1, generate the cross. Step 2, fix the sides of the cross. Step 3, get the corners in place. Step 4, rotate the corners and finish the cube. Now we're going to solve Layer 3. Layer 3 has 4 steps to it. Step 1, generate a cross. Step 2, make sure that the sides of the cross match the faces. Step 3, put the 4 corners in the correct position. And then Step 4, turn the corners until the cube is done. Let's start with Step 1, generating the cross. At this point, you should be seeing one of 3 patterns on the top of your cube. You should see no spots in the cross, you'll see a horizontal line, or you'll see an L. Those are the only possibilities that you're going to be looking at. In this case, I don't have any parts of the cross, so it doesn't matter which face I start on. The pattern is always the same. Clockwise, front, clockwise on the top, clockwise on the right. Counterclockwise on the top, counterclockwise on the right, counterclockwise on the face. Let's see what happens when I run this pattern. So, clockwise, 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 counterclockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. My original pattern that had no parts of the cross has now generated a line. When you have the line, you want to make sure it's horizontal. Again, run the pattern. Front, clockwise, top, clockwise, right side, clockwise. Top, counterclockwise, right side, counterclockwise, front, counterclockwise. The line will lead to an L. Make sure that the L is in the top left corner. Repeat the pattern. Clockwise, 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 counterclockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. And now you've generated the cross. This is the end of Step 1, Layer 3. Step 2 of Layer 3 is making sure that your cross matches the faces. So pick any colored face, for example orange, and turn till you see the orange line up. The other 3 sides should be mismatched, which is exactly what you want. The pattern I'm going to teach you next will rotate these 3 pieces in a circle until they fall into place. The pattern to line up the sides is right side clockwise. See, it's turning clockwise. Right side clockwise, top clockwise. Right side counterclockwise, top clockwise. Right side clockwise. Top clockwise twice. And finally, right side counterclockwise.
This usually fixes the problem. However, if it doesn't, you just keep repeating the pattern until it does.
Before going on to step 3, I'm going to mention a very rare case that may happen on step 2. On rare occasions, you'll have two sides which are correct and two sides which are flipped. In this example, the orange and red are already correct and the green and the blue are flipped. When this happens, there's no way to get one matching side and three mismatched sides. To solve this problem, look at one of the mismatched sides. For example, the blue side with the green cross. Run the pattern you just learned. It will rotate the red, the green, and the orange. Then, turn the top 90 degrees while you're still looking at the blue face. This should give you one matching and three mismatched sides. Now you can repeat step 2 until you get the cross correct and then move on to step 3.
Step 3 is where we want the four corners to be in the correct location. So what we need to do is look at the centers. Yellow, blue, orange. This is not yellow, blue, orange. This is wrong. Yellow, orange, green. This is not yellow, orange, green. It's wrong. Yellow, green, red. Yellow, green, red. This one's correct. And this one, yellow, red, blue. This is not yellow, red, blue. It's incorrect. This piece here is the correct piece. We want to put this one in the top right as you're looking at the cube. The pattern I'm going to show you will rotate these three pieces until they're in the correct position. To move the back three corners, it's going to be
top clockwise, right clockwise, top counterclockwise, left counterclockwise, top clockwise, right counterclockwise, top counterclockwise, and finally left clockwise.
Now, all of my corners are in the correct position. Yellow, red, blue, yellow, red, blue. Yellow, green, red, yellow, green, red. Yellow, orange, green, yellow, orange, green, and yellow, blue, orange, yellow, blue, orange.
If the back three pieces are not in the correct position, just repeat this pattern until they are.
That's the end of step 3. Step 4 is to turn these pieces until the cube is solved. To do that, put your thumb right here on these 4 squares and put your finger on the back of it. That will prevent you from moving these squares accidentally. To twist this piece,
we'll take the right side, turn it counterclockwise, take the bottom, turn it counterclockwise, go back to the right and go clockwise, go back to the bottom and go clockwise. We're going to repeat those 4 moves until this top corner piece comes back correct. Counterclockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, clockwise. You can see that the piece is now correct. The rest of the cube is messed up, but don't worry, it's going to fix itself. Turn one of the incorrect cubes to the top right corner and continue. Counterclockwise right, counterclockwise bottom. Clockwise right, clockwise bottom. Still not fixed. Counterclockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, clockwise. Now it's fixed. Let's turn to the last mismatched piece, put it in the top right corner, and turn it counterclockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, clockwise. And the cube is solved.